Good afternoon. We have a wonderful afternoon of music here, so we want to get started so we don't miss any of it. I'm Carol Obertebessing, the president of the Woodstock Folk Festival, and on behalf of the festival, I want to tell you just how great it is to see all of you here today. I get choked up just looking around and seeing your faces, and so many of us who haven't been together in person in a long time, and we greatly appreciate your coming today. And don't forget to mark your calendars for this year's Woodstock Folk Festival. We did an in-person one last year, and we'll be doing that again this year, right here on the square, God willing, weather willing, and that will be from noon to 6 p.m. on Sunday, July 16th, and I'll tell you more about the Summer Festival later. So this afternoon, as I said, we have a wonderful afternoon of music, and we are thrilled to have Grace Morrison and Radoslav Lorkovic. Grace is an award-winning star on the rising star on the national folk scene, and she's based in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, so she made quite a trek to get out here today. And she does a mix of folk, country, pop. She plays piano, banjo, and synthesizer, and has absolutely extraordinary vocals. And with her will be Radoslav Lorkovic, who is one of the most respected and best loved accompanists, but he also does a lot of solo work on both accordion and piano. So Grace Morrison, as I said, is from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and she's been touring the country and does a real wonderful blend of different types of music and plays different instruments. And Rad is originally from Croatia and has been living in Iowa for many years, and he also tours extensively. And
I presently live in Palatine.
Oh, wow. If you didn't hear that, he presently lives in Palatine. And I was going to mention this later, but I might as well say it right now that
Dan Navarro says I put the pal in Palatine.
We have a humorist as well as a wonderful, musician. So I was going to mention this later, but I'll tell you right now, since he mentioned where he lives, he will be performing this Wednesday night at Hey Nani with Ellis Paul. So you have another opportunity to hear Rad this week. He is in the Iowa Blues Hall of Fame, and he has traveled all around this country, and he's also traveled extensively in Italy. And his, I believe it's his latest CD, mentions both the Po and the Mississippi. And I wrote a poem last year called American Gumbo, which mentions those two rivers. So I'm not going to read you the whole poem. I will just read you the two stanzas that are related to this. The shallow Azov and the deep Congo, the lengthy Nile and the winding Yangtze, the mother Mekong and the father Mississippi, the raging Ganges and the romantic Po. Their peoples come to celebrate American Gumbo. The passion, the tears, the laughs, the fears, love, hate, jealousy, despair, sadness, joy, fragility, strength, all turning in our inner turbo in celebration of our American Gumbo. And I think the music that we're hearing this afternoon is a beautiful illustration of that American Gumbo. And so now let's give a warm Woodstock welcome to Grace Morrison and Radoslav Lorkovic.
Thank you. I'm already going to do it to you. Can I get more vocal in the monitor? Oh, man. Somewhere in the middle of 2020, I realized I was addicted to the internet. And in particular, looking at these women on Instagram who were always so, manicured. You know, and their toes were always perfectly painted in front of their pool, #poolside. And I would look down at my sweatpants and be like, wow. And it was constantly making me feel terrible. And then one day I saw one of those women in person and she was miserable. And I was like, whoa, it's all bullshit. She's so goddamn pretty, I think it hurts sometimes. I think she wakes up early waiting for the sun to shine. Never anything out of place, she walks a very fine line. But no one notices the way tears make her cheeks shine. Window watching, what do you see? Everybody's got it better than me. Window watching, sometimes you creep, but everybody's got something they don't want you to see. They've got it all together, their kids, their jobs, their house, the dog. And in the photographs, I don't think there's a cloud at all. But he goes out every night with someone who's not his wife. He doesn't think she notices, but everything's out in the light. Window watching, what do you see? Everybody's got it better than me. Window watching, sometimes you creep, but everybody's got something they don't want you to see. I'll make my life what I want you to see, 'cause everybody's watching me. Curate a life what I want it to be. Yeah, everybody's always watching. What do you want them to see? She almost made a move, but everybody said to stick it out. Like they know his cold embrace and the love she does without. Window watching, what do you see? Everybody's got it better than me. Window watching, sometimes you creep. Yeah, everybody's always watching. What do you want them to see? Hey, thank you.
Well, I had no idea what to expect today. You know, it's like afternoon gigs. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get. You know, you could walk in, could be a bunch of people belling up to the bars, and yeah, stage's over there. You know, it's just like chaos, nobody paying attention. This is quite wonderful, really beautiful event. Surprised to see a lot of familiar faces here. I think the last time we saw each other, this being the fabulous they are no small potatoes to me, let me tell you that. And let me recreate the situation. I tell this story. I think it's accurate, because it was an event in beautiful Oberlin, Ohio, and I was lucky enough to be accompanying the incomparable Odetta. And there we are, and we're at the show, and we're headlining the show. And then I see it was quite the bill. Anais Mitchell played first. Now she's the most sought-after person in the whole universe. So that was pretty cool. And then it was our friends here, and I think I have this right, but I think Odetta just marched right up to Small Potatoes and said, "My Radoslav will be joining you on your set." And they go, "Really?" And she said, "Yes." And indeed, I did join them. And we had a really good time. I hope I didn't hit too many clams. Okay. But I believe that's how it happened. But Odetta just got the biggest kick out of watching me sit in with people, and she would just make it happen. She like random jazz quartets in Hawaii. Like, "Oh, my pianist will join you." Okay. Oh yeah, you don't mess with Odetta. Well, you're mentioning that beautiful poem, Mississippi poem. How about that poem, man? How cool was that? So I better do that song. This is the title of the, I hope I have some left. The title of that CD comes from this song, which is called Blue Parade. I stand up in shock as I catch a spark of your beautiful blue parade. I feel like I'm lost, like a silver coin toss in your beautiful blue parade. Well, it goes like a river running through the steady falling rain. Might be the Po, the Mississippi, I don't know, I just see it that way. Up in the air, way before the sun, in your beautiful blue parade. I see the silvery mist and the twinkling lights of your beautiful blue parade. And I'm floating through space without any grace, just your beautiful blue parade. I don't care if I fall, just as long as it's all in your beautiful blue parade. Well, it goes like a river running through the steady falling rain. Might be the Po, the Mississippi, I don't know, I just see it that way. As I waddle around, both feet on the ground, by your beautiful blue parade. I must have traveled the world halfway around, see your beautiful blue the days come and go, the water moves slow through your beautiful blue parade. Like the snow and the rain, it'll never be the same in your beautiful blue parade. Well, it goes like a river running through the steady falling rain. Might be the Po, the Mississippi, I don't know, I just see it that way. Thank you. That's that blue parade. Those rivers, they get in your blood. They get in your blood.
This is the best thing ever. I was like, I'm the happiest girl in the whole wide world. I get to tour with Rad. This is like going to church every day.
Well, not exactly.
Oh, it is better. It's better. So my record just came out on Friday. Thank you. We're gonna play my favorite song off of that. My family's been in Massachusetts since approximately 1620. We came on a boat called the Mayflower. And it's my grandpa. That is present. My grandpa's house, he was born in 1916, and his parents died in 1954, and their house has just been, like, abandoned and boarded up. And I love history and ancestry, so my whole life has been this horrible tease, because I would have to drive by this house every day, and I knew that my family history was inside this house, and I can't tell you how many times I almost broke in. And then one day I went by, and somebody did break in. And I didn't consider whether or not there may be a criminal inside that house. I just went in. I was like, this is my treasure. And I went inside it. It was wild. It was just preserved as it had been left, with like pine saw on the counter. And I found the family Bible and a trinket from the funeral of Ulysses S. Grant. And then over in the corner was my great-grandma's piano. She played for silent movies. And I could play it. It had been sitting there for all that time, and it still played. And it just struck me, like, all of these things in this house were just built to last, because you got one. And at the same time, human beings were expected to be equally sturdy, but I don't think we function best that way. Like, if I'm miserable, you're going to know about it. That's how I thrive. So I was thinking about that, all that stuff, and I wrote this song, and I usually have that really long introduction that I just gave you. And one of these publications premiered the song, and she said, "So you mean it's a song about being human?" And I said, yes, this is a song about being human. Still standing, dusty thing but proud. Her piano strings still singing, out of tune but loud. 100 years living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold until we're past the pain. pain it brings. And we're all just broken things. That's my grandpa's old jalopy. You still can turn it on. Out the door and down the road. Can't stop us once we're gone. 100 years of living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings. Yeah, we're all just broken things. Thought I was tough wearing an old punk rock t-shirt. Thought I was tough till I knew what it meant to hurt. My granddad stood there stoic as a wall. I wonder if he felt pain at all. Well, of course he did. He was just a little kid back when we don't talk about it. This old house has seen its share of hearts broke on the floor. It will be here after I'm gone, opening its doors. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings. Yeah, we're all just broken things. Thank you.
Took me 3 gigs to figure out that last chord, but I got it today. What is that? That's the Bacardi third, right, or something like that. The Bacardi third. See, yeah. She's a great classicist over here. She's thinks 17th century when she composes. So, I am in Palatine now. I'm a happy guy, man. It's great. It's great. I live the perfect suburban existence, and I embrace it fully. I tell you, I'm all in. I even took up, thanks to my dear friend back there, he lent me his golf clubs during the pandemic. I never played golf in my damn life, but I needed something to do in the middle of the day, and sure enough, man, 2 minutes away, there's that lovely 9-hole golf course. I go there every day. I'm still terrible, but I'm a happy guy. But before that, I was in Iowa City for about 30 years. Off and on, intrigue, drama, crazy life, so many bands, so many good times. And this song came about when I wound up inhabiting the dilapidated trailer that was previously inhabited by my friend Greg Brown. And I thought maybe he forgot some songs in the air there. Maybe some would come creeping in through the dilapidated, bad, vinyl, cheap sidewall, plywood, crappy walls, and holes all over the place that let the possums in. And the possums are intelligent creatures. They never went for food. They only went for coffee beans and cigarettes. They're very, very smart beings. But at any rate, this is from the flood year, 93. My wheels are spinning and my head is aching. These mud roads will be full of rocks this spring. Birds fly by to sit down by the river, flying back from way down south to where they've been. I may be a fool for twisted pleasure. I don't want to feel your privileged pain when you buried him in your own backyard. You just left me standing in the rain. This morning I heard shovels and a backhoe. Must have been that big guy down the lane. He's fighting nature with his guns and his heavy equipment, but he don't stand a chance against the rain. I may be a fool for twisted pleasure. I don't want to feel your privilege, babe. And they buried him in your own backyard. You just left me standing in the rain. It's raining from the mountains to the desert, and it's raining from the Great Lakes to the sea. It's raining on a small town in New England, and it's raining on the hills of Italy. I may be a fool for twisted pleasure. I don't want to feel your privileged pain. And when you buried him in your own backyard, well, you just left me standing. Well, you just left me standing in the rain. Thank you. Yes. High and dry. No, yeah, it's on high and dry. I'm pretty sure. I'll steer you to it.
I always like to let the rad song just settle for a minute so you forget how fabulous it was before I commence. But, we're talking about classical music. I want to do a classical piece for you. It's from 1982. We've been talking about this song, and we've been listening to this song in the car, and we hadn't played it yet, and we just, this is our last show of this little run, so we got to do it.
Man. You scared me when you said classical piece. I didn't bring my sheet music, man.
Jean Sibelius.
There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go. Karma chameleon, you come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green, red, gold, and green. Do you listen to your wicked words every day? And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say that my love is an addiction. When we claim our love is strong, when you go, you're gone forever. You string along, you string along. Karma chameleon, you come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green, red, gold, and green. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. Karma chameleon, you come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green, red, gold, and green.
Thank you. If you filmed that and it went on the internet, I wouldn't hate that.
Man.
Yeah, just tag us in it.
Just put that on over and over and over.
Yeah.
Just keep looping that. What do you do after that? Jeez. you know, we've been all over Illinois, a little bit into Wisconsin, but we've been all over Illinois, and it brings back some memories. You know, I wasn't always going to castles in Italy and, you know, playing with incredible mermaid divas like Miss Morrison here, touring, you know, in exotic, you know, freeways all over, highways and byways and everywhere in the world. I was just kind of stuck around Iowa City mostly, and I got a call once to do a gig all the way down in southern Illinois. And that was a big trip. I got ready for that. Got new tires. Went down there, and I realized by the time I got past St. Louis, man, it's different down here. It is different. I am in the deep South, man. This is it. This is the South I've been dreaming of. Been reading about it with all those writers' workshop guys. I'm reading all the Faulkner and the novels, man. I tell you, I'm in it. I'm in the world. I'm in it. Light in August, man. I tell you, you know. And the song came to me.
Shiny Lincoln at a four-way stop. Driving my car, carrying all that I got. Got my foot to the floor, got my windows rolled down. I ain't gonna stop till I hit Memphis town. Heading south on the two-lane road, heading south. Think I'm losing control, I'm heading south. Before I get old, I'm heading south. I just might never go home. Heading south, baby, you and me, I'm heading south. Like a river to the sea, I'm heading south. I can't turn around, no, till I hit Memphis town. Well, I'm tired of cold weather, I'm tired of cold stairs, tired of monotone voices with nothing to say. I'm tired of motion, I'm tired of fast pace, I'm tired of jerking around without rhythm or grace. Heading south on a two-lane road, I'm heading south. Think I'm losing control, I'm heading south. Before I get old, I'm heading south. Just might never go home, I'm heading south. Baby, you and me, heading south like a river to the sea. I'm heading south. I can't turn around, no, no, till I hit Memphis town. Even been to Italy, I traveled 3 continents with regularity. Everywhere that I go, everyone that I meet could be doctors or lawyers or just the people on the street. I hear in their voice that unmistakable sound. It called me back time after time, heading south on a 2-lane road, heading south. Think I'm losing control, I'm heading south. Before I get old, I'm heading south. Just might never go home, I'm heading south. Baby, you and me, I'm heading south. Like a river to the sea, I'm heading south. I can't turn around, no, no, till I hit Memphis town. Oh, let's head on down there. Let's start in St. Paul, Minnesota. We're gonna go down to Hastings, Red Wing, Wabasha, Winona, Trempealeau, La Crosse, Prairie du Chien, McGregor, Rock Island, Moly, Davenport, and Bettendorf. Muscatine, Burlington, Keokuk, Quincy and Hannibal, St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, Cairo. Look out, it's funky. Cairo, Cairo, all the way down to Memphis, heading south. That's how you do it. Take the Great River Road, folks. Always take the River Road.
These places sound exotic.
You can't even imagine.
I never been to Dubuque. Okay.
Oh my God, Dubuque's out of control.
Oh man, well, how do I follow that one? That's the real name of this tour, is how do I follow that one? I'm gonna sing a song about my home. I am from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Anybody ever been to Cape Cod? Yeah. So you may have driven through my town, because it's technically not on Cape Cod. It's Wareham. And you have to drive through it to get to the Cape. We are the gateway to Cape Cod. We're the armpit of Massachusetts, and that's how we're treated. Oh, you're from Wareham? That's not the Cape. I've been in the middle of, like, East Bumdoodle, Texas, and they're like, Wareham's not the Cape. Jeez Louise. We're poor man's Cape Cod. But my husband, we live the next town over, which is part of 3 towns called the Tri-Town, and you have to talk like this when I'm in the Tri-Town. James Spader has a residence there. Geraldo, the woman who invented Avon. You know, it's a whole different thing. And when they say, oh, you're from Wareham, it's like this thing, and it's so frustrating to me because I love my town. We have the most miles of coastline of any town in Massachusetts. Yep. And it is the hometown of Gina Davis. She doesn't tell anybody that. But I do.
Ain't got a good reputation, ain't had one for a while. It don't make sense to me, everybody walks by with a smile. We are the salt of the earth, we are as real as the smile on your face. When you finally give up on the traffic on the bridge to the Cape. Sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account full of nothing and nowhere I gotta be. Got a cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. It's tied out in a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me. In saltwater country. We like tradition, we like everything as it once was. Sometimes we go to Walmart and we walk around just because. The cracks in the sidewalk have been there since my mama was young. It reminds her of summer and her dreams and the songs that she sung. Sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account full of nothing and nowhere I gotta be. A cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. Tied out a little harbor cross and the sign at the center of town. Our grandfathers' names are etched in stone, and we can't leave the town that made us, except for maybe Gina Davis. We used to make nails, now we are the scapegoat for the drugs in the night. We're rich in coastline, a Victorian paradise. Oh, if they can't see the beauty, hell, that's their burden to bear. More for you and me, 'cause we ain't going anywhere. Hey, little sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account full of nothing, ain't nowhere I gotta be. A cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. Let's hide out in a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me. In saltwater country, oh, in saltwater country.
Yeah, I think I'm awake now, maybe. Woo! So we got like a couple more here. Oh, yeah. How we doing? How we doing? One more. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You started, so yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, let's do this. How about a hand for that incredible opening show or co-bill? They're just absolutely brilliant. I will never hear any of those songs the same again. So beautiful. And I love the Mexican mandolin.
Came over back in '64. Couldn't have been much more than 7 or so. I remember all the things I saw, just like they happened yesterday. I used to listen to the radio. I really didn't want to do much more, yet I knew it wouldn't get me far. I'd still listen anyway. My baby's working in a Mexican cafe somewhere down San Diego way. Yeah, that's what I hear people say up here in America. My baby's working in a Mexican cafe. I know that there's no way she's gonna stay, though sometimes I still hear her say, like they do here in America, where the years went by and took their toll, and it was getting up towards 84. I remember knocking on my baby's door. She'd always let me in to stay. One day my baby says she had to go somewhere far away, I didn't know for sure. Well, I knew she couldn't take much more. I never thought she'd go away. My baby's working in a Mexican cafe somewhere down San Diego. Yeah, that's what I hear people say up here in America. My baby's working in a Mexican cafe. I know that there's no way she's gonna stay, yeah, but sometimes I still hear her say, just like they do here in America. Now I'm playing in a smoky bar, and people tell me that I'll never get far. They say I gotta try and be a star, but I always seem to stay. And now the people come and people go, and I still listen to the radio, hoping someday I'll have something to show, and maybe something more to say. My baby's working in a Mexican cafe somewhere down San Diego way. Yeah, that's what I hear people say. Up here in America, my baby's working in a Mexican cafe. I know that there's no way she's gonna stay, and sometimes I still hear her say, just like they do here in America, la 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 la. Mexican Cafe, folks. Thank you so much. I guess we're going to take a little break.
And then we're really going to get crazy, so please stick around. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Grace and Rad. We really love your songs. They enlighten us, they inspire us. There's humor, and they touch our soul very deeply. So thank you very much. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back for another set with Grace and Rad. Be sure to check out their CDs during the break, and also be sure to support the Opera House by getting a drink or a snack. And don't forget that there's a special Earth Day drink, the hibiscus lemonade. Be sure to tip Jeff, who's working so hard back there. And we hope you'll use this as a time to connect, reconnect with each other. Some of you haven't seen each other in a long time. Some of you haven't met. So this is a great opportunity to build community as well as to enjoy music this afternoon. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. I'd like to welcome everyone back for this second set. Please take your seats. And if you want to continue to order at the bar, please do so. And be sure to tip Jeff and try out the Earth Day drink, but please do so quietly. Before we start the second set, I just wanted to thank everyone again for coming today. This concert is a benefit for our summer festival, which is coming up on Sunday, July 16th. And so I'd like to announce now who some of our performers are. We're in the process of confirming a couple more. But right now we have Buffalo Rose, and they're coming from Pittsburgh. And it's a group, very energetic young group from the Pittsburgh area. We have Alexa Dawson coming from Missouri. And Mark Dvorak will be leading off the festival. He'll be doing the lead-off set, and then he'll also lead the all-sing finale at the end of the day. We have the wonderful Deidre McCalla. If you haven't seen her, you're in for a real treat. She does wonderful folk and blues music. We have Dean Milano and Julianne McCarris. Dean has performed at some of our festival themed concerts, and he's just recently begun performing again with Julianne. Julianne was very active in the scene here back in the 70s, is now living in Ohio, so this is a special trip over for her. And Nina Ritchie, who is a young, up-and-coming singer-songwriter from Nashville. She didn't move to Nashville. She grew up in Nashville. And when you listen to her, you can hear a little Dolly Parton and a little Joan Baez. So that's Sunday, July 16th. More performers to be announced, and that's noon to 6 p.m. right here on the square. We do have a rain location, the Unity Spiritual Center, but we hope it will be a beautiful day. If anyone wants to help with the summer festival, or if you can host performers in your home, please see me at the end of the day. We do have a donation box here if you'd like to add an extra tip, put a little extra in for the festival. We welcome that. Also, if you didn't get any of our seed packets, Earth Day is Saturday. And so as an encouragement for you to celebrate and participate in making our Earth a better place, there are packets of butterfly flower seeds. So many of you probably know that butterflies are endangered. So this is the way that we can address that. And my little dog was a papillon, and that means butterfly in French. He had little butterfly ears. Little Dickens died last month, so this is also kind of in honor of him. So again, it's just a little thank you, and also we have free magnets if you don't already have a festival magnet. Butterflies are symbols of transformation, hope, and rebirth. And so we want to celebrate them, and transformation is also a key part of what happens through music. So let us now be transformed and have a sense of renewal with continued music by Radoslav Lorkovic and Grace Morrison.
I love a butterfly. I'm excited to plant those seeds when I get home. So a few years back, my mom and dad and I stood in our driveway as our house was auctioned off. And it was the most hellish thing I had ever experienced in my life. And I got myself through the moment. I was like, that's okay, I'm gonna buy it back. And for the entirety of my 20s, that was my motivation, is I'm gonna buy my house back. And sometime within the past couple years, I looked at my guitar and my bank account and some life choices, and I was like, well, shit, I'm never buying my house back. And instead of being incredibly depressed by the thought that I'm never going to do it, it was like this weight came off of me that I had been unaware was there. And I was like, oh my God, you can't go backwards. And this is the song I wrote in that moment. This is called Ghost of It.
What did time do? I don't see you anymore, but I have the scars to tell the stories of our youth. We ran the world, our glory days were yet to come. We could be anything, we could be better than where we came from. But I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Ooh, ooh. Here is the church where we learned the love the Savior brings. But I never felt believing was in my blood. And here is the school where we learned the brutal things. People love you one scared, scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone. You can never go home again. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Here is the door I used to make my escape. There are voices inside and I wanna die, 'cause I don't see one familiar face. You can never go home again. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Ooh. Thank you.
I'm walking down on Main Street of a tiny little river town. Moon is slowly rising and the sun ain't even all the way down. People walk by slowly, the street lights they glow till dawn. Took a couple hours to get here, might be forever before I'm gone. And the Mississippi rolls through my mind, and it rolls over my shoes. You know it rolled through my heart, and it rolls right through to you. You know it rolls all night long. It's gonna roll till the morning comes. It's gonna roll, and we're gonna roll right with it. Well, the trains, they roll on through. You can hear the whistle down the line. The tracks run right down Main Street. You can hear the wheels creak and grind. Water stays still and cool as the big boats they pass on through. They slip through those locks in order on their way down to the deep bayou. And the Mississippi rolls through my mind, and it rolls over my shoes. You know it rolled through my heart, rolled right through to you. You know it rolls all night long. It's gonna roll till the morning come. Gonna roll, and we're gonna roll right with it. No matter what I feel inside, world's out there waiting, better not get too far behind. Ride those 4-lane highways, and you make sure you get there on time, yeah. But there ain't nothing in the world that's gonna stop this water moving down the line, yeah. The Mississippi rolls through my mind, and it rolls over my shoes. You know it rolls through my heart, it rolls right through to you. You know it rolls all night long. It's gonna roll till the morning come. Gonna roll, and we're gonna roll right with it. And the Mississippi rolls through my mind, and it rolls over my shoes. You know it rolls through my heart, roll right through to you. You know it rolls all night long. It's gonna roll till the morning come. It's gonna roll, yeah, we're gonna roll right with it.
Thank you. I like the river.
That's stunning. Okay. I'm going to sing a song about marriage. I did a Princess Bride thing the other day, and nobody got the joke, so that's why I didn't just try it right now. Do you know, can you do it? Marriage. Do you know that?
Oh, no.
That.
The only thing
You know
I
what
can
I'm
do
talking
from
about?
that, there's one thing I can do from that. Only one routine I can do.
What is it?
My name is Coco Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh my gosh. Being married's a trip. I love it. I wear my pink sweatpants every day and my pink Crocs and my pink sweatshirt, and my husband loves me anyway, and that's the best thing ever. But, you know, there are days when it's work, and you have to choose to work at it sometimes, and my friend Jackson Emmer said, you got to put the ring on every day. And so we wrote that song.
Put the ring on every day. A promise kept, a promise made. Stood in front of everyone, so innocent when we begun. Now look how far we've come. Half the bills are overdue. Drowning here in debt with you. So Some days we're treading endlessly. I'm so glad it's you with me. We put the ring on every day. Some days we're boxers in the ring. Some days you're Swayze, dirty dancing. Some days life leaves you on the floor. Some days you're begging me for more. It gets easier, they say. It doesn't always feel that way. You put the ring on every day. A special date for groceries. Milk and apples, bread and cheese. And as we're standing in the line, it's always you catching my eye. And you don't even have to try. I'll put the ring on every day. I can't help but wonder where I'd be if I let you get away. Driving down the highway till the darkness comes, singing to myself just to hear someone say it'll be okay. Some days we're boxers in the ring. Some days you're Swayze, dirty dancing. Some days life leaves you on the floor. Some days you're begging me for more. It gets easier, they say. It doesn't always feel that way. You put the ring on every day. When my hips don't work no more, and there's a shoehorn by the door, my knuckles scream and swell and sing. Pull the band off with a string. You're still my more than everything, and I'll find a different way to put the ring on every day.
Thank you.
I might as well do this now. Might as well do it now. Might as well. So some of you, I don't know if you ever go through Iowa City, Iowa. It's a college town. It's cool. It's cool. That's where I spent most of my life. And well, they have this writers program there. The Great Writers Workshop. It's the premier, the best writers workshop. It's the only zip code in the world where unsolicited materials will be accepted from 52240 because they know the workshop's there. Every publishing house will, if you just go to Iowa City and mail your manuscript, it will be read, I promise you. This is a true story. But at any rate, I was playing at some event, event. Those guys, their writers are nuts. They're out of their freaking minds, man. They don't say anything. And they all go to this one dive bar called Dave's Foxhead, and they all congregate there. But it's real elitist, but it's really divey. It's kind of nasty. But, you got Frank Conroy over there, and he's playing poker, and somebody's watching a Cubs game, drinking cheap beer. But they're really elite writers, unaccessible, but they'll invite you in. You get to yeah, how the Cubs doing? Yeah, terrible. Yeah. And then you sneak out and read their novels, and you got to make sure you know your stuff, but you never talk about anything. But at any rate, I'm at one of these damn parties, and the most intense, I don't know, some woman comes up to me, and the song I'm about to play, she comes up to me and she goes, "Is that about Barcelona?"
And I said, no, it's about Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, a ship sat docked in the harbor, Huron cement painted on the side. And a seagull flew by calling out through a pale blue sky. And a smokestack flashed in the distance as the sun began to rise. And a smile shone through the corner of your dark brown eyes. And the north wind began to blow through your hair and the trees all along the shore, through my heart as you said you had to go. Down the road I still feel it blowing, clear and cold. Well, the ship still sits in the harbor, though the winds change course. And the hot summer air is blowing through an open car door. And just as we're sitting there talking, I feel a change in the night. The feeling starts to shine through the faint starlight. And the north wind began to blow through your hair and the trees all along the shore, through my heart as you say you had to go. Down the road I still feel it blowing, clear and cold. Standing here alone as the clouds fill the sky. The ship's on its way down south, leaving its cargo behind. And it's time for me to leave, and you're already long gone. I never really know, and I'll be back before too long, when the north wind begins to blow through your hair and the trees all along the shore, through my heart as you said you had to go. Down the road I still feel it blowing, clear and cold.
Thank you, everybody. North Wind. Thank you so much.
I feel transported by that. Schnikes. Well, we got 2 more songs.
Yeah.
This is marginally heartbreaking for me because this is our last show. Oh.
Well, let's just book a bunch of stuff. You know?
Okay, all right. We'll just book some more.
Let's get-
Okay, done.
yeah,
Okay.
let's just book a bu- let's go to California, Port St. Joe. I'll just book
Yeah, let's go everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Okay, well, since this is my last song, I think it's party box time. Yep. Y'all know about the party box? You know what I mean? It's best instrument, that. It's party box. That's what we call them in Massachusetts. I don't know what other people call them. Anybody from Texas? Are there any Texans here? I do not want to offend you, so that's not on purpose. But my husband and our 3-year-old at the time in our electric car drove from Massachusetts to New Mexico. And, it's one thing to go there because we have stuff to do. I had some concerts to do. But when the concerts were over and we were in West Texas driving home, that shit felt endless. And you've driven across the country and you're a little car sick and you feel kind of yucky, and all you smell is oil because that's what they have there. And I said, honey, the next thing I eat is going to be like a bowl of health. I want a salad. So all I want is a salad. And I waited the 3.5 hours of nothingness till we got to the very first town with one restaurant. And it was a DQ Grill and Chill. But they had a salad on the menu. And I ordered that salad, and they laughed at me and handed me a paper cup thing of sandwich lettuce. And I thought, God, I love Massachusetts. And I wrote this song after that. I'm on my way, Massachusetts. I still got 3,000 miles ahead. The desert's singing sweetly, but the truth is, there's no other place I wanna rest my head. You caught my eye, Carolina. You're tempting me, Tennessee. But when I think about skipping stones and winding roads that lead you home, there's one place I see. So I'm on my way, Massachusetts, and almost feel my feet at the water's edge. I try to quell the homesick, but it's useless. The summer heat, the sandy feet there in my bed. You caught my eye, Carolina. You're tempting me, Tennessee. But when I think about autumn's turn, the way the leaves there start to burn, there's one place for me.
sea. But when I think about what it would cost, the magic of the winter lost, there's one place for me. So I'm on my way, Massachusetts. My soul's made up of your history. I know you like to claim the founding fathers, but how about mermaid tails, big old whales, and piracy? Cobblestones, colonial homes, land of the free. Love or hate her, she's the state I'll never leave. Radoslav Lorkovic, everybody.
Well, I know. See, I realize now I have no excuse for not coming back up here. I think it's like 2 train stops down from my town or something. Is that the yellow line? The yellow line? Is that it? Okay. Yeah. And I'm just going to go. They got a Starbucks at this train station. So you just hit the train station and you get in and then you come up here and party all day and go back home, go to bed. What a plan. I had no idea. Okay. But at any rate, I think that railroad was once owned by this song, written by my good friend Joe Price. Check out Joe Price's music. He's the unheralded genius of the upper Mississippi. And he worked on this railroad, and you all know it well. And it's called the Chicago Northwestern. 3 miles ahead, 2 miles back, miles and miles of railroad track. We are working on Chicago Northwestern line. Look at Sammy, look at Jack, pounding spikes and lining track. They are working on Chicago Northwestern line. Walking east with the wind at our back, up and down this railroad track. C&W is right on time, rolling by at 9:30. Big wheels here, big wheels there. They don't worry, 'cause they don't care. They are rolling down Chicago Northwestern line. Walking east with the wind at our back, up and down this railroad track. C&W is right on time, yeah, rolling by at 9:30. Big wheels here and big wheels there. They don't worry, they don't care. They are rolling down Chicago Northwestern line. And we are rolling down Chicago Northwestern line. And we are working on Chicago Northwestern line. Let's get going, boys. Here comes the train right now.
Grace Morrison, everyone.
Wow, what an afternoon of music. I want to thank Grace and Rad. I also want to thank again Cheryl, Marty, Pete, and Jim for their set. Let's hear it for everybody this afternoon. It's been fantastic. So we've traveled down our very own train tracks, and we've been to the Mississippi, and we've been to the Cape. We've been to Italy. They've taken us on quite a journey of places and of people and emotions this afternoon. And thank you so much for this musical journey today. Just a couple more things, and then maybe they'll treat us to one more song before they leave. I'd like to end things with the music, so let me do my last thank yous and announcements, and then we'll end with the music. So I want to, again, thank the performers, all of you for coming, Off Square Music for doing such a fabulous job on sound. Let's hear it. For everyone here at the Opera House, particularly Jeff, who's been working back there today, the city of Woodstock. Some of you may not know it, but the Opera House and stage left are owned by the city of Woodstock. So we greatly appreciate that. And Real Woodstock, which is a marketing arm of our city. Our radio partners, WDCB, WFMT, and WNUR. We're very grateful for their promotion. As I mentioned before, please check out Rad this Wednesday night. I believe the show is at 7:30. Hey Nani in Arlington Heights. He'll be there with Ellis Paul, another great performer. And you can get more information about Rad at radoslavlorkovic.com. Grace, I believe, is headed to Florida. So if you have friends and relatives there, be sure to let them know how wonderful she is, and they can check out her performances at gracemorrison.com. I want to wish you a happy Earth Day. Be sure to take a seed packet. And I want to recognize a couple people whose anniversaries are on Earth Day. Two of them are with us today, Rich Prezioso and Jackie Manning. Happy anniversary. Jackie is over here. And the founder of our festival, Amy Beth, and her husband Ray also celebrate their anniversary on Earth Day. So cheers to all of you, to all of them. I think that's about it from me, other than to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everyone here today. And I wish you safe travels, a happy Earth Day, and be sure to come back Sunday, July 16th for the 38th Annual Woodstock Folk Festival. And now we'll let Grace and Rad take us out for the afternoon.
Mr. Backlash, who do you think I am? You raise my taxes and freeze my wages, send my son to Vietnam. You give me second-class houses, second-class schools.